This is the gorgeous lightweight glam we'll be creating today. It's soft, beginner friendly, and gives your skin a flawless finish without feeling heavy. I'm starting with clean skin to remove any oil or residue so my makeup applies smoothly and lasts longer. For today's look, I'm using the Douglas Prime and Grip Hydrating Primer. A good primer helps your makeup last longer while keeping your skin looking fresh throughout the day. I'm applying a thin, even layer, concentrating on areas where makeup usually wears off first. You do not need a lot, just enough to create a smooth base. I like giving my primer a few seconds to become slightly tacky before moving on. This helps foundation grip the skin better. And for foundation, I'm using Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation in the shade 470. I always dispense foundation onto the back of my hand first. It gives me better control over how much product I use. I'm using the Douglas 101 Buffer Foundation brush to blend everything into my skin. Instead of applying one thick layer, I prefer building the coverage gradually. This gives a more natural finish and helps avoid a cakey look. For beginners, take your time blending around the hairline, jawline, and nose. Those are the areas where foundation is most noticeable if it isn't blended properly. Now, notice how I'm pressing and buffing the product into the skin rather than dragging it around. This creates a smoother, more even finish. I'm switching to Fenty Beauty Foundation in shade 480 to add some natural dimension back to my face. I'm applying the deeper shade around my forehead, under my cheekbones, and along my jawline. Cream contour should enhance your natural face shape, not completely change it. Use a light hand and blend well. The goal is for everything to melt together seamlessly. For brightening, I'm using the Kosas Brightening Serum. I'm applying a small amount along the sides of my nose to subtly define it. A little product goes a long way, so it's always easier to build coverage than remove excess. Clock that. Next, I'm adding a little contour to the sides of my nose to create soft definition. Keeping the lines close together gives a more natural looking result. For concealer, I'm using Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Concealer in shades 440 and 460. I'm applying concealer under my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, the center of my forehead, and my chin to brighten my face. I like combining two shades because it gives me a more natural highlight that complements my skin tone. I use the brightest concealer at the center part of my face, which is the nose area. I use the other concealer closer to my skin tone on the rest of my under eye, forehead, chin, and my cupid's bow. For blush, I'm using the Catrice Shine Bomb Red Lipstick. I love using lipstick as blush because it blends beautifully into the skin and it creates a fresh, healthy looking flush that blends well with deep skin tone. Now it's time to blend everything together until the makeup looks seamless. The more patient you are during this step, the more flawless your final result will be. Now I'm blending everything together. This is one of the most important steps during makeup because good blending is what gives your makeup that seamless skin-like finish. I always take my time here instead of rushing. As I'm blending the blush into the concealer, you can always see the face starting to come to life. The blush adds warmth while the concealer keeps the center of the face looking bright and fresh. And as a beginner learning how to do your makeup like a pro, this is the secret to fresh, natural looking makeup. Makeup is all about blending and not covering. Before I set everything with powder, I'm applying a light layer of setting spray. This helps all the cream products melt together beautifully and gives the skin a more natural finish. Later on, I'm going to use a fan to dry the setting spray. To lock everything in place, I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder in medium deep. I'm pressing the powder into the areas where I applied concealer instead of sweeping it across the skin. Like so. This helps prevent creasing and keeps everything looking smooth for longer. Apply the loose powder in thin layers and build up. Don't apply too much product at once. It's going to crease your base. Go ahead and blend. For the rest of my face, I'm using the NARS compact powder. This helps set the foundation while keeping the complexion even and soft without looking heavy. Now I'm adding powder contour to enhance the shape of my face. Applying a powder over the cream contour adds depth and helps the makeup last even longer. Remember, subtle blending always looks more natural than harsh lines. I'm going to blend my nose as well. I'm going to contour my nose as well. Now I'm loving this nose contour. Without applying anything to the blusher brush, I'm just going to touch my cheeks for that beautiful soft look. Moving on to the eyes. For beginners, you don't need lots of different eyeshadow colors to create a beautiful look. Rather, you need to focus on blending well, and you're going to be surprised how polished your makeup can look. I'm starting with my transition shade and blending it gently into the crease. This creates a smooth gradient and makes the rest of the eyeshadow much easier to blend. Next, I'm building a little more depth on the outer corner of the eye. Instead of adding too much product at once, I prefer adding small amounts and blending between each layer. To blend out the black eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the brown shade and a Douglas eyeshadow brush to blend everything smoothly. Next up, to remove the harsh lines, I'm using another blending brush, and without applying anything to it, I'm just going back and forth to smooth every harsh lines. For my lid, I'm going to make a cut crease, so I'm using the concealer, which is from Fenty Beauty, and a small flat concealer brush. I'm going to make a half cut crease, blend it out with a brown eyeshadow so that nothing looks harsh, and then I'm going to be applying a lid shade. Blend the outer edges until everything looks smooth. I'm now using a red eyeshadow as a lid shade, as a lid color. And this instantly brightens the eyes and gives the makeup that soft glam finish without looking too dramatic. Blend, blend, blend again. Don't get tired of blending. Whenever you're applying eyeshadow, remember that blending is more important than using lots of colors. Even a simple eye can look beautiful when it's blended properly. I'm adding a subtle liner to define the eyes while keeping the look soft and beginner friendly. No makeup is complete without adding eyebrows, so I'm going to use a brown eyebrow pencil for the beginning of my brows, and I'll use the black eyebrow pencil on the outer part of my brows, and then I'm going to blend the brow hairs and the brow pencil with a spooler to make sure that everything is smooth and natural looking. Now that my brows are properly blended, I'm going to clean up my brows with concealer and using a flat concealer brush, and then I'm going to blend out the concealer. Now, because we started doing our eyeshadow face before the eyebrows, make sure that you don't add too much concealer. Only add a little to clean out and outline your brows. Then blend it nicely. If you're going to be wearing false lashes, make sure they're comfortable and they blend naturally with your own lashes. Eyelashes should enhance your eyes rather than overpower your eyes. If you are not going to use false lashes, make sure that you touch up with mascara starting from the roots to the tips so that you can add length and definition. I'll clean up the eyeshadow using concealer and blend it evenly with my face makeup. Use some Laura Mercier loose powder to touch up. Next up, I'll look everything together using a setting spray, and that's pretty much it with the face makeup. We're not forgetting the lips, so go ahead and contour your lips, add a nude shade and some gloss. And yes, your lips are going to be looking nice, natural and amazing. Don't forget to highlight and blend until you get that nice natural looking highlight, rather than packing the highlight on top of your skin and just leaving it like that. No. Apply the highlight and blend it till you are satisfied. We're getting sun-kissed here. I am loving that glow. Wow. Give it to me, girl. And so my love, here's the finished look. I hope this tutorial showed you that flawless makeup doesn't have to be complicated. With the right techniques, a little patience, and plenty of blending, anyone can achieve a beautiful finish. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments which makeup step you struggle with the most. I'd love to create more beginner-friendly tutorials to help you on your makeup journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you in my next topic. Ciao!